The rivalry between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two men. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Florida State Seminoles. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Bruce Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines with CFB.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things in the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. And to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Miami's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Well, you can go down the list of classic endings in this series, and last year we had one with the Canes pulling it out.
And Miami was the one who got to celebrate because they eked it out. They got the close win. And more importantly, Palmer, they got to brag for a year about beating their in-state rival in Florida State.
We're hoping they can do that for another year. And they know that this is going to be another dogfight. This is simply one of those games at the start of the year. Miami, Florida State, you know someone's winning, but it's not going to be by a lot of points. Miami's hoping they can make it 2-1.
Straight ahead, it's Compton. Breaks into the open. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards of power. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up.
Makes a grab and room to run. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. They'll run it on the counter. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Turns it upfield.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages, try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver straight out on the speed on defense round.
This crowd spinning the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Finds his tight end. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. On the run, it's Pringle. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from him up to this question, though, can they keep it up?
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. They get him up, rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole way is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So the Florida State Seminoles offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Now for the first time in this one, we see Tyler Casper, the transfer from Oregon, and you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense.
And I'm just telling you, being around Jesse Palmer all week, these two schools, he wouldn't mind playing for these schools because they develop the wide receiver position year in and year out. They find guys with athletic ability that are playmakers, and it's no different today. Palmer, talk about these two dudes.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, they fit this game and the tradition of both these schools, putting out All-American receivers, Bolitnikoff winners, first-round draft picks at the position, and you've got two of those guys here in this game. They're each going to get a bunch of balls thrown their way. They're both so dangerous after the catch. This is a quarterback's dream to get a chance to play in either of these two offenses. This one's going to be fun.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
I'll tell you, this defensive end not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see the offensive line there trying to block him, get him to backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Third down play from the gun. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. You want to be physical on defense, but too much grabbing. They got him for the hold. It's 1st and 10. On the RPO, got it. Stop right there.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Second down, going to throw it. Under pressure. And it's a sack.
That's two really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man. They are on it. You can tell. Reacting to what's going on, rushing the passer, being disciplined, tackling. The most important thing is getting guys on the ground. Now they force forced an advantageous situation on 3rd and 1.
Throws it deep. Makes a deep grab.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
It's inside. It's Pringle. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Give to the running back. Driven back.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
He got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Keeps it moving. It's Pringle. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Going right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Croma. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when the first one this rivalry started, so many games that were so important, that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Searching for space. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and you can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to string, and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Takes the handoff. It's Compton. Drop immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. I know sometimes when you're throwing a break, you're not really going to get it to your receiver quickly, but when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Release to the back. Reels it in. They convert convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Defense showing blitz here. And now on second down for this offense. He wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. They've got a great pressure on this defense.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And the Canes decide to punt it away. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running inside, it's Croma. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Finds the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling here up to the 35. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route.
What a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Fires to the wideout. Gets rid of it.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. The lead is down to a field goal.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan, come out in the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Waiting seconds in the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Quick give. It's Pringle. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with TCU taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini.
Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Seminoles have it back up, trying to get that offensive spear flaming. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Where to go?
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Right side, it's Lopez. Here he goes. He's at the 30. 20. Touchdown, Seminoles. They take the lead with the 6.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
King's offense comes on the field looking to put together a drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Snap on first down, lost the throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on third down at the door. Trying to squeak through the pile. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Hurricanes will run it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give on the counter. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here for the offense. The run inside. It's Croma. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's Raiola to throw. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Third down. A lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Could not make his way to the corner.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, it's Chroma. There's a little room there.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get the second half and you've got the lead. And you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Got some green grass. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Going to the run, it's Chroma. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Compton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Final play of the quarter coming. The linebackers trying to create some confusion. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw.
Down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. Selling the fake. Fires to the tight end. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to...
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Turns up, it's Lofton. He's down right there, short gain on the ground.
Oh, that's just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those blitz up there and catching the football.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. They'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Hits inside. It's Chroma. He's got the first down. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll play it from the 33. Hand it to the back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much yardage on that pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Looking for more room. All the way back. Touchdown, Miami. Setting up for the extra point and the time. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. All right, guys, here comes some Florida State offense onto the field. They're probably a little rattled after that last pick six, and who could blame them? But now deep breath, settle in, get a drive started in a tie game.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll ride the hot hand. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this.
He's loose. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game time.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yard. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Got like that big, reliable security valve. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
From the gun on third down, Raiola turns it upfield. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
Well, we know this guy is special. And because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Right back to the well. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Ready, go! On the run, it's Sands. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Florida State.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. Seminoles and Hurricanes get together, and it is Florida State celebrating the flaming spear of victory by taking down the U. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.